spending my free time on games and anime, and now my cat is yelling at me. Well, I've never played this. I've heard that there are definitely some trigger warnings, so I apologize in advance. I know nothing of this game. Have you played it before all the way through, or just watched?
Watched. I haven't played.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and make bad choices. It's cute sounding.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe this isn't compatible with a... I think I have to use a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, it's you're not gonna need a controller.
Alright. Let's see.
Itchy boom!
Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Ow, wow, dick. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Tishy Boop. Tishy, why are you so mean? Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Wow. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Tishy, have you decided on a club to join yet? Club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our mini conversations where I dismissively go along whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime, and now my cat is yelling at me! I was talking about how worried I am that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Listen, it hasn't hurt me. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Why are we playing this again?
Because it's gonna be fun.
Okay. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. What? In a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? No? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Same. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Oh, that's weird. Well, welcome in, buddy. How you doing today? I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I tell if I can Why are we playing a reading game? I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. To be fair, depending on the type of cupcake, big fucking same. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. This is still me, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously, you brought a boy?
Oh, this is incredible.
Way to kill the atmosphere.
Ah, Tishy Boom, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
I realized I was clicking the mouse and the mouse was on the one girl's boobs, so we're not doing that anymore. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. Natsuki.
Huh.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year or an uwu queen. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says, you can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest girl in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I already kind of like Yuri the most. Well, it's nice to meet both of you, and it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? Monika.
That's right.
Oh shit, that's you, fuck!
It's great to see you again, Tishy Boom.
Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Tishy Boom. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes.
Meet them. Get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about oh, wait, no, that's me. Then how about I make some tea as well? This is gonna be a fucking train wreck. I hope you're aware.
Just remember, brown hair and pink hair. You don't have to voice.
Listen, you say that, but I'm not going to. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika, one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Oh, are you ready?
Suki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated so— oh, little kitties. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know.
I'm gonna laugh every time.
Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around to my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Me? But not for... you know, you... dummy!
She's a tsundere, isn't she?
Yeah.
I feel a certain kind of way that I'm being led into the belief that this is just a cute little game. And I don't know what's coming, and I'm scared. Also, definitely forgot to do the YouTube intro for this, and the outro for Stardew, so that's a thing.
Meh.
You're like, I'm used to it now. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not insulted, Yuri looks away. Yuri, come back! I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
What made you consider the literature club?
Sure. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet. Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed.
Is she gonna have, like, step-on-me mommy energy as the thing goes on?
I'm not saying nothing. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events.
Yeah, the music is hella pleasant in this game, and I get the feeling that that's lulling me into a false sense of security to get emotionally fucked later.
I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. But I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate.
Yes, we can, Armflex.
Right, everyone?
Yeah! We'll do our best.
You knew it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Tishy Boom, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering. Do we make any decisions at all throughout this?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Well, you will. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. And Suki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. You'll know why eventually. What? Shoddy, what are you saying? Shoddy! Ah!
Tell him!
What?
Don't tell him! Don't tell him! No!
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and to completely throw you for a loop? I'm also not gonna watch it. Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. I don't know how long it'll be, but I know that we're not finishing it today. Monica really is a great leader.